loving my whole aesthetic right now. It's just really...
If you don't say anything, I'm throwing Ethan off the bridge.
There's a dog in here!
On November 22nd, 2025, somewhere along a narrow dirt track beside an aging railway line, Amy from AIM in a van began what she assumed would be another quiet day living alone on the road. Her channel typically highlights slow mornings, simple meals, and peaceful travel through unfamiliar places. But that evening, as she settled beside a small stream tucked between the trees, the calm atmosphere carried a tension she couldn't quite define.
Oh my lord, that's cold. That's refreshing. Okay, I'm acclimatized with it now and I'm like really low, but there's just something so cleansing about this water. I just want to like sleep in it. Oh my god, that's terrifying. There's a tractor. I think there's a tractor coming. There's like a little puff of smoke as well in it. Oh my god, that's terrifying. Wait, I need to like reverse this whole drive back out because I'm parked in the middle of the drive. Shit. Shit. Just in a swimming costume in my van. My feet are like 90% mud because nothing scares me more than like tractor things coming towards me when I'm like all vulnerable. So I just like reversed so quickly. Oh my god, this is... Oh, my stuff's still down there, damn it! Oh my god, what are they doing? Are they doing anything good? No. Just look at that. What is it doing? I was so peaceful. Just enjoying my life. My sassy little river life. I'm gonna go back and walk past them to get all my stuff. Because they said they're gonna be here an hour because I just spoke to them, so it's fine, but still awkward. I just need to come back and like collect all my stuff. Oh my god, that was so scary. Okay.
She had just stepped into the cold, clear water when the distant sound of a tractor drifted down from the smoky path above. The timing startled her, pushing her to rush back into the van and move it aside while still feeling exposed from only moments earlier. Even afterward, the uneasy feeling lingered, as if something had been interrupted rather than resolved.
Oh shit, wait, is this like a... Can I go across this? Yeah, I think I can, yeah. That really like tripped me out then. Is this a dam? I'm guessing it's a dam. I don't know why, but there's no one here. There's no one parked. You go see the dam. I'm not gonna lie to you, I really shat myself driving over that bridge, which is the dam. Something so scary about it. What if it just... I think I'm still standing on it now, to be honest, so joke's on me, really. How perfect is this place? Right. If I cross, I feel like this is gonna be so scary. Okay. Oh my god. I am not being funny. Look at this drop. Oh, there's a waterfall. I don't even know if you guys can tell just how deep that is. Wait for a car to go over the top. Ready? Tracking. That's a car. That is how deep. It goes all the way down further. That is so scary. Ah, here you go. There's a better picture. Ah, okay. So we're literally here right now. And that's the reservoir, and that's the... How dams are constructed is something that absolutely ruins my mind. How? Look, oh my god, it's so scary. I am so scared right now. Look at this the size of it. What happens if it breaks? Instant death, really, I think. I want to go down there. That looks so good. But if we look past the scary bit, we have the beautiful part. And look how majestic that is, thanks to this dam. Are you kidding me? The only thing between you and all the way down there is a tiny little metal rail. Whoever does that when necessary, like, good job, buddy, because I could never. It's just a well to nowhere. It's just death, really. Okay, I really want to stay in this place, but I think they're all gonna be good. And if not, we can always come back to this one.
Hours later, she headed toward a sprawling reservoir, following the road until it led across the top of a dam she hadn't expected. Only when she glanced to the side did she realize how steeply the land dropped away beneath her. Walking along the edge made the world seem unusually still, as though the entire landscape had paused. Yet the day continued pulling her onward.
Okay, we're gonna stay here, I think. I don't think this is gonna be a bad place to stay. What do you think? Pretty perfect. I'm loving my whole aesthetic right now. It's just really bringing me some inner peace that I didn't know I was searching for. I just prepared my last hot dogs earlier, so it's really gourmet. This is the best view I've had in a while now, so pretty fun food fest. Crushing myself. I'm so tired now, and how the hell am I supposed to eat this? Why? Alright, 2 it is.
By the time she reached the lakeside ridge, the tension from the morning had faded into open space and soft evening light. She found a viewpoint above the water, set up camp, cooked her last hot dog, and marked the moment with a small sticker on a nearby sign before settling in for the night. In the end, it became a quiet, close to a day that never felt entirely predictable. Some viewers related to her unease, noting how vulnerable moments like these can turn ordinary travel into something unexpectedly tense. And it left many wondering, if the tractor had shown up just a minute later, would the entire day have played out differently? On June 5th, 2019, Colin from the Paranormal Files returned to Gitche Manitou State Preserve, an isolated landscape tied to murder, native burial grounds, and stories that never seem to disappear. His channel frequently explores locations like this, but tonight came with a warning. A psychic had advised him not to go past the gate. Even so, he chose to enter the preserve alone.
My name is Donna O'Day. I'm a psychic medium. I've been working in this field for 30-odd years. This is a place that is quite haunted. I will not come out here by myself at all and walk past this barrier because I've had some really negative experiences, and unfortunately those experiences have followed me home.
I was accompanied by psychic medium and close friend of mine, Donna O'Day, who refuses to even step foot on the reserve because of her belief that the park is haunted by an extremely negative entity that at one point followed her home from the preserve, haunted her family. Gitche Manitou is a crazy piece of land haunted by a history of murder and the presence of ancient Native American burial mounds, which can be found throughout the preserve. For my final trip out to Gitche Manitou, I wanted to take the investigation to the next level, so I decided that night I would investigate the preserve alone at night.
Before the investigation even started, Colin recalled standing beside Donna O'Day at the entrance. She refused to step beyond the barrier and spoke about the negative force she believed had followed her home from this very site. She described the preserve as a gathering place for many types of spirits, restless, detached, or something worse, and cautioned him that walking in alone after dark was a mistake. Her warning stayed with him, but he continued forward anyway.
Here's the threshold that Donna would not step over because she believed the area past this is supercharged with energy. And there we go. Well, my light was just on 6 bars, but all of a sudden it's on 3. So let's hope I have enough light when I get down there because, oh my God, there's a big ass bug flying. Yeah, while I walk down to the cabin area, I'm actually gonna, these bugs are insane. I'm actually gonna stop recording and save some battery and memory on the card. So if anything happens, I'm gonna roll, but until then, I'm just gonna walk. I'm here alone in the dark. And honestly, I didn't think it would be creepy, but now I'm like really creeped out. Also, leave me a comment below letting me know if you would do this, walk into a notoriously haunted area alone at night. Let me know. Maybe we'll select a random fan that says yes to come with us sometime. So leave a comment. I just paused the camera and turned the light off, but I just wanted to make note that the moment I stepped inside the park and started walking, it got like 10 degrees colder. I don't know if that's a natural thing or not, but it's like chilly out here all of a sudden. Oh, cockroaches and shit. As I'm approaching the area with the cabin, I just wanted to make note, I keep hearing this weird jingling sound behind me. I don't know what that would be, but I've heard it maybe 4 or 5 times, and I keep thinking someone's like following me.
Hours later, after his parents and Donna left, Colin crossed the same gate she avoided. Almost instantly, subtle changes began. His flashlight dropped to half strength for no reason. The temperature along the path dropped dramatically as he walked deeper into the darkness. And behind him, a faint metallic clinking sounded more than once, each spaced just far enough apart to make him turn and look. Nothing appeared, but the quiet felt fragile.
Ghost main? This place changes every time I visit. Bury me. Still symbols everywhere. I'm gonna keep this rolling while I set everything up. Okay, here we go. The lights are out. If there's anybody here at the Gitche Manitou State Preserve, if you died because of the Fryer Brothers, or maybe you're buried here, can you come and give me a sign that you're here with me? Could you use your voice to let me know who you are? That came from in here. Can you do that again if that was you? Can you knock on something in here again? If that was you? Why are you here? And who are you? Here's another one of those little figures. Were you summoned out here in some sort of a ceremony? I hear something moving out there and I thought I just saw something black just went by my vision. Can you give me a knock? Throw something at me if you're here. Oh. God. Is there anybody here with me right now? Those noises came from the corner right here. It's like something dropping or falling. Kind of weird. Well, I'm gonna leave this area and walk a little back into the forest. Just walking back right now. Wasn't planning on filming this, but I thought I heard talking and even someone yell from... Oh, God, get away. Bugs are insane. Oh! These big bugs, dude. Can't even stop. I thought I heard talking and someone yell from over there. Of course, just because I've decided to not film, that's when it happens. I've been walking for a while now. Oh God, these bugs. At least I'm getting my workout for the day, and there's some lights, it looks like, up there in the parking lot. I don't know if you can see them on camera. Looks like there might be some people. Oh, it's a car. Okay. Just what I wanted to see. A car when I'm here. It's actually the opposite of what I wanted to see because I'm here alone. It looks like they're just parking though. Let's see what they have to say. Oh, nope, they're driving away. Maybe I scared them off.
When he reached the old cabin, the atmosphere thickened. Colin set down his gear and called out, waiting. A sudden knock struck nearby, distinct and sharp enough to make him freeze. Then movement sounded outside, and he caught a dark figure slipping past the corner of his vision. Another loud noise followed, one he said didn't resemble anything from local wildlife. Even though the REM pod stayed silent, the trees around him never felt still. Later, as he headed back toward the entrance, distant voices, either talking or shouting, carried through the forest as he neared his car. He ended the night without knowing whether the silence afterward meant safety or simply distance. Some viewers believe Donna's warnings line up too closely with what Colin experienced to ignore, raising questions about what remains in that preserve. If the voices weren't coming from spirits, then who or what was in those woods with him that night? On February 26, 2025, Groovy Gavin returned to Scotland to document one of the strangest legends he had ever tackled on his channel, a series known for mixing humor with deep dives into unsettling real-world mysteries. His destination was Overtown Bridge, a quiet stone crossing with a history that feels anything but calm. For decades, dogs have jumped from its edge without hesitation, and Gavin wanted to investigate why. What he uncovered proved far more tangled than any single theory.
This is the bridge. These railings are so much taller than I thought they were gonna be. Oh my gosh, that's so sad, bro. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, they're cooked.
That's pretty brutal. That's a big jump. Dude, I wonder if I'll jump off because I got that dog in me. I got that dog in me, but it's just a Chihuahua. Got a quick question for you guys. I'm making a video documentary about this bridge. We heard a lot of dogs have jumped off it.
Well, I have a friend who has dogs, and what she thought was that people would stop to look over, and dogs being very nosy would want to see what was below and would run and jump, and of course they couldn't then stop, so they kept going.
Okay,
But that
kind of makes
her
sense.
theory.
That makes sense.
You can ask me because I've only lived here since 2001, and I've seen every dog that's jumped. They don't know there's not anything on the other side of that wall, so they just jump up, then they tumble over.
Do you know why or have?
I'm very confident it's because we have a family of mink that periodically run under the bridge.
Oh, wow.
And so there's that odor, that musk from them. There's all kinds of bridges. This is the only one that jumps.
That's what we were talking about. I'm sure this is not the only bridge like that.
It's the only one that we know that they jump off.
It was insane how many dogs were at a suicide bridge. I mean, I guess the owners were keeping an eye on them, and the walls are pretty high. But there was even a dog walking company there. That's like bringing Diddy to a playground. So if people weren't concerned about this, then why were some dogs jumping?
First, obviously, the first person we talked to, dogs trying to get a good look over. Because of the bridge's design and the sloped walls, it might confuse the dogs into perceiving they're at ground level, when at reality, it's a steep drop. So a dog's point of view, it's like, arf, arf, and then they stand on two legs, and then...
He began by walking the length of Overtoun Bridge, outlining the long-standing mystery that has surrounded the site since the 1950s. Countless dogs stepping onto the ledge and leaping as if unaware of the drop. Locals offered explanations ranging from simple animal curiosity to the way the bridge's slope may distort what a dog perceives. But the deeper he looked, the stranger the testimonies became, suggesting that vision alone might not tell the whole story.
The first theories we're gonna test is the sound one, as well as the minks. So humans can hear up to 15,000 to 17,000 hertz. So anything above that, humans can't really hear. So I'm gonna play this sound, I'll play it for you guys as well, to see how high of a frequency we can hear. Tell me when you can't hear it anymore.
So all the dogs in the vicinity are gonna freak out.
Oh, true. Okay, this is 10,000 hertz. Still can hear it. Okay, 12,000. Can you hear it, so?
I can't anymore.
You can't? Oh, it just went away. So I have a hearing age of 31. Damn, that's terrible. You have one of like 40, bro. But I got an app you can test frequencies with. It's called Spectrum View. Wait, it's saying the spectrum is really high over here. Like, I guess it would be over here.
It looks like it's clicking.
It would have to go up to over 10,000. It does look like it keeps spiking up to like 1,000, but that's not nearly enough. Okay, I guess we should probably go down there. Dude, if my dog jumped off a bridge because of a mink, I would find that mink and I would make myself a mink coat. Actually make a rug out of him, and I'd put it right next to my toilet. So when I pee, all the pee flakes would bounce back and land on him for eternity. I'm not picking up any high frequencies now. It would have to go literally over like 15,000.
I think if there was one, we would hear it.
No, it wouldn't hear it. That's a hole.
Sorry, we wouldn't hear it. This would pick it up by now.
Probably. Yeah, this theory, honestly, this is the worst theory in my opinion. I'm not gonna completely dismiss it, but I'm gonna say it's very unlikely.
So we moved on to the next theory, the mink theory.
I do have to say, it smells so bad right here.
So there's that odor, that musk.
Either really, really bad trash or like something's dead. Like, especially right here, somewhere like over on this side. Dude, I feel like they would definitely like live right here.
Yeah, I smell something, bro.
Yeah, I actually smell that too. It is coming from here, bro. They probably took the dog in there, dude. Yeah. I think this is where the minks would be, bro. You gotta get in here.
Oh, they did say they were musty.
Yeah, I don't know how we would really lure them out.
Minky.
You see them all scurry out? Wait, hold on. We gotta listen for the mink sound.
Oh, that could sound like a bird.
Wait, maybe they'll come.
To examine the physical theories, Gavin started measuring high-frequency sounds that dogs typically react to. The readings remained below levels known to bother them, implying that hidden tones weren't the culprit. He then explored beneath the bridge, searching for the scent of mink or other animals dogs might instinctively chase. The strong smell in the area made the idea feel plausible, yet he never located a definitive source, leaving the theory suspended somewhere between reason and uncertainty. A sense lingered that another angle still needed to be explored. He eventually turned to the most debated explanation.
Paul Owen, a researcher, spent 11 years studying the bridge and is convinced a ghost is behind the ends. We're gonna start up here on top of the bridge and then go below it, where I guess all the dogs have fallen, which is way creepier. I kind of want to like walk around with it because, you know, maybe it goes off like near where something jumped or something. I feel like it would have been at one of these things, like near here. There's quite a few of these. If this started going off fully at one of these spots, I'd be a little sussed out. Right here? Right there? No.
No. Okay. Well, this is a big nothing burger. I have another piece of ghost equipment, which is a lot more fun to use. This is called a spirit box. It's dead.
Ghosts do make things go dead.
It's either a ghost just turned off my spirit box, or I haven't changed the batteries in probably a month or two. Is anyone here tonight? Kinda heard yes. It's really quiet right now. Is it true that a baby was thrown off this bridge? Was the baby the spawn of Satan? Hit us with a wah, 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 wah. Bitch, I'm the baby. Sounded a little bit like yes. I got something that you might like.
Mr. Cucumber.
It's not his name, dude.
This
is Mrs. Pickles. And you know, cute? He said cute.
Oh yeah, he is cute.
He is a pretty cute dog. I like huskies. What's your favorite type of dog to throw off the bridge? Humans. Do you want this husky as our sacrifice? It said something. Might have said do it.
Jump.
All right. If you don't say anything, I'm throwing Ethan off the bridge.
Do with me as you will.
Stand up there.
No, I'm not standing up here.
Stand up there.
I'll go right here. I'm gonna slip, bro. Testing? What are you testing? Are you testing my body?
He's testing your trust in him.
Between me and you, I don't trust you, nor do I fuck with you. What's your name? Speak up, I cannot hear you. Lucky?
Okay, we're not getting too much luck up here, so I think we're gonna go down below. We're now at the bottom, so all along here, I'm assuming is where the dogs and probably baby would have fallen and died. Could you say that again? Look where?
Oh shit, oh my god, I thought I saw something behind you.
Behind me?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Wait, did it say look back?
Should we go over there? That's what they do in a horror movie. Do you have something to do with the dogs jumping off here?
No, this it?
Almost sounded like a dog. Why do you dislike dogs? What's your beef with dogs?
Explain.
Is this the baby? The baby doesn't like dogs? Stop something.
Stop recording? It's just a Karen, bro.
How about you stop making dogs kill themselves? How about that?
What?
Bro, that sounded like a clear-ass no. I wasn't convinced that a spirit was here off of the stuff we got. I've had way crazier stuff happen at other places, just not here. My last resort was this call with this dog expert that could possibly prove which theory was correct, so finally, we could figure out.
I'm more leaning towards it has a lot to do with the state of mind of the dog when they enter the bridge and more of an optical illusion of the bridge itself. There's nothing but land and flat ground all around here. This is what the dogs see, right? And then the benches. Now, if I was an owner and I say, okay, I'm here at the bridge, this wall was 8 feet tall and you were blindfolded and you had your arms along that wall and all of a sudden on the lookout, you felt the wall disappear and walked onto that lookout. Without taking your blindfold off, you would already assume that you weren't on the bridge anymore. And so there's a ledge blocking you so you don't walk off the lookout. But did you notice that when you walked off to that ledge, that the ledge curved downwards? The curvature almost looks like a continuation of the floor. That is one of the lookouts.
Oh my gosh.
You can see the optical illusion that there's ground. When you hear the facts that people are sharing their stories of their dogs that jumped, there's a commonality in that. As the dog never stood on the edge to look first, it literally took a leaping jump before it even got to the wall and literally cleared the wall. The only reason why a dog would jump that way, if it had a line of sight of the ground on the other side.
And there, we got it. To put it as simply as possible, from the dog's point of view, they don't know it's a bridge. It just looks like flat ground. So they jump with zero hesitation. It's just a honestly terrible design for a bridge for dogs to walk on.
Suggestions that something unseen has influenced the bridge's history. Using a spirit box beneath the structure, he asked direct questions about the dogs. The device produced a clear no, dismissing the idea. But when he asked about the child involved in an incident decades earlier, the response shifted to stop recording, an answer that left him uncertain whether it held significance or was pure coincidence. With no firm evidence supporting the supernatural or the scientific alone, Gavin recapped the findings and ended the investigation, still weighing each possibility. Some viewers felt the spirit box answers hinted at something deeper, while others focused on the visual illusion described by experts. Between disputed audio, strong odors, and a bridge shaped in a way that can mislead animal perception, the truth remains layered and unresolved. If a dog truly sees the drop as level ground, why have so many owners reported hesitation only at this spot? And why did certain responses seem timed to Gavin's questions? Perhaps the real mystery isn't in what's visible, but in what isn't. Shadow Hollow is one of those obscure channels that appears without context, offering almost no information about who operates it. With only 2 videos uploaded, it's far from active. But sometimes it's the low-profile creators who end up capturing the most disturbing moments. The footage starts off like a simple outdoor outing, the sort you'd expect from an ordinary walk in the woods. Yet as many viewers know, a forest can shift from calm to threatening in an instant. The first warning signs are faint sounds. Quiet at first, then increasingly sharp. These aren't typical noises from wildlife. Sudden cracks and heavy snaps cut through the quiet, suggesting something sizable is moving nearby. When someone is alone in thick woods and hears branches breaking, the mind jumps immediately to danger, whether it's an animal or a person. Hoping to ease the tension.
All right, guys. I think we'll go on the other path. Let's try. I usually don't go down this path, but I am now. Just gonna ignore that. Cross over this. I saw something. The f was that? Strange. Definitely hearing things. I'm just gonna go this way. Alright guys, we gotta go. Yeah, no. Oh, that is. But I ain't trying to find out. Okay. I don't know if we're in the clear yet.
The creator switches to another trail, but the strange noises continue. He glimpses movement between the trees, quick, indistinct flashes that disappear before he can make sense of them. Fear steadily overtakes any urge to investigate, and he tries to leave the area. But panic in unfamiliar terrain brings its own difficulties. Paths look the same. The fading light erases familiar points, and the sense of something following becomes impossible to shake. At one point, the noise escalates into rapid, heavy steps, pushing through the brush.
I'm out here. This is the way out.
He briefly sees a figure in the distance. It resembles a person, yet the posture and proportions feel off in a way that's hard to articulate. When he reaches what seems to be a main trail, things only escalate. A whistle echoes nearby.
Maybe I'm just hearing things. No, it's definitely something. Go around this fucking corner. I just hop the fence and go back again. Please tell me nothing's behind this corner. Thank God. Thank God. Shit. Shit. This. Yeah.
And when he turns toward the sound, the same figure appears again. This time, only a few feet away. What happens next is the most unsettling part. The figure suddenly leans forward and charges toward him on all fours, moving with a speed and motion no human should realistically manage. He runs in absolute panic and eventually escapes, as evidenced by the video being posted afterward. Whether the encounter was staged or real remains unknown. With so little activity on the channel, verifying authenticity is nearly impossible. But if the footage is legitimate, it raises a chilling question about what was actually in those woods. Some believe the figure could have been an animal misidentified in fading light, while others argue its body shape and movement suggests something far stranger. The repeated appearances and pursuit-like behavior complicate simple explanations. If he hadn't run at that exact moment, how close would that crawling figure have gotten? And what was its true intention as it tracked him through the trees? Hiro and Tomo, the duo behind Omagatoki Film, are known for traveling throughout Japan to explore haunted places and investigate unexplained events. For this expedition, they attempted one of their boldest challenges yet, spending the night inside the old Inunaki Tunnel, a location notorious for decades of tragedy and paranormal claims. The tunnel, located in Fukuoka Prefecture, was originally built to serve Inunaki Village. During construction, several workers were killed in accidents, and even after it was closed in 1975 and replaced by a newer route, strange sightings continued. Its most disturbing association comes from a brutal 1988 incident in which a young boy was attacked and killed inside the tunnel. With a history marked by loss and violence, the site has earned a chilling reputation.
今、もう2時超えてるんですけど、ちょっとね、もう疲れちゃったんで、早速、宿の中に入ってテントを張りたいと思います。宿の中入りましょうか。ちょっと入りづらいんですけど、気にしないでいただいて、入りましょう。
Hiro and Tomo set up their tent in the middle of the tunnel but immediately felt something was wrong. As they ventured deeper inside, they heard faint sounds that didn't resemble running water, footsteps, or normal echoes.
ライト全部消したらどのぐらい暗いのか。ちょっと一回電気消してみます。一回ちょっと、これか。ちょっと一回。声聞こえた今。聞こえなかった今。声聞こえなかった。いや、わかんない、なんか、女の声。ちょっと戻ろう。うわ、ちょっと今、女の声聞こえた。今、ちょっと僕以外聞こえなかったみたいですけど、女性らしき声が聞こえました。
One of them distinctly caught what seemed like a woman's voice, while the other heard nothing, making the experience even more unsettling. They retreated to their tent, trying to reason through what had happened. By the time they attempted to sleep, fatigue had taken over, though the atmosphere remained oppressive.
I don't know. 一緒に寝てたけどな。ね。いや、もう寝よう。はい、さっさと。倒れた。倒れた。いや、触ってないっす。トムさん触ってないっすよね。触ってない。倒れた。マジで倒れた。なんでちょっともう寝よう。
Around 3 a.m., their camera suddenly toppled. They brushed it off as accidental, not realizing its importance until later. While reviewing the footage, they noticed a faint head-shaped outline emerging from the darkness behind the tent, an unnerving form they never saw in real time. Soon after, the situation escalated.
I はっきり。いや、声が聞こえて、飛び起きたんですけど、声のする方を見たら、こっから。もう帰ろうよ。
One of them sensed something outside and spotted a figure standing just beyond the entrance of the tent, positioned as if watching them. Panic hit instantly. They packed their gear as fast as possible and fled the tunnel, abandoning the rest of the investigation. Whether the figure was a spirit, a passerby, or something more difficult to explain remains unknown. What is clear is that the tunnel's unsettling reputation proved accurate. Hiro and Tomo sought an authentic paranormal encounter, and they found one that pushed them far beyond their comfort. Some believe the events were echoes of the tunnel's violent past, while others think someone, or something, was physically present. And the lingering question remains, had they stayed even a moment longer, what would that figure outside the tent have done next? Sort of interesting is a channel run by Dan, a wild camping enthusiast known for spending nights outside with nothing more than his bivvy bag. His videos highlight stealth camping, bushcraft, and the quiet satisfaction of disappearing into remote corners of the UK. On this particular night, he planned a simple, late outing. After having dinner with his family, he headed out for another stealth camp, his third bivvy trip in just 8 days, driven by some extreme stealth camping videos he had recently watched. Dan made his way through tall grass and dense ferns, looking for a small hidden clearing where he could blend into the surroundings.
Okay, so I am definitely concealed although that might only count if I'm about 2 feet from the ground. So I'm just going to have a quick scout around this area for somewhere that's a little clearer to put maybe my basic ground sheet poncho down. But this is already quite amusing and humorous an activity to try and do. Wish me luck.
He eventually found a narrow patch enclosed by thick vegetation. The concealment wasn't perfect. He could barely sit on his small stool without being visible, but it was enough for a short overnight stay. He spread out his poncho tarp as a ground layer, set up his bivy bag, and expected the night to pass quietly. Almost immediately, the area proved more active than he anticipated. Dog walkers passed nearby, chainsaws echoed across the valley, and crows called from the treetops. At one point, he even encountered a dog walker on his way back to the concealed camp, making the idea of remaining unseen feel impossible. Still, once darkness settled completely, the surroundings became calmer. Dan zipped himself into his bivy bag and settled into the familiar low-profile warmth that makes stealth camping feel invisible. But the calm was short-lived.
I swear there's been like a firefly, or I'm gonna shut up. I can hear... I think I can hear footsteps. I can't... I am keeping an extreme low profile right now. I think that the laser was coming from the far side of the trees, but I'm not 100%. I don't think it was actually aimed at me. I think it was just shining a laser for the sake of it. But it's certainly woken me up a little bit. But to be honest, it's been quiet for about 10 minutes now, so I'm not too worried.
There's a dog in here!
What the hell is
it? While drifting in and out of sleep, he noticed faint footsteps and saw scattered lights in the distance. One of them appearing to be a laser beam slicing through the trees. Moments later, bright lights suddenly swept directly toward him. Someone stood extremely close, pointing a flashlight and what looked like a laser straight at his small setup. Jolted awake, Dan reacted immediately. His minimalist gear allowed him to pack everything within 2 minutes, and he left the area as quickly as possible. What was meant to be a quiet bivvy night ended abruptly. The encounter was especially unsettling because wild campers rely on an unspoken expectation of solitude. No one anticipates being approached deliberately by strangers using lights and lasers in the middle of the night. Some viewers believe the lights came from curious locals or teenagers exploring the woods, while others think the deliberate approach suggests something more targeted. The unclear motive behind the intrusion makes the experience difficult to ignore. If Dan hadn't woken at that exact moment, how close would the unknown visitor have come? And what were they actually intending to do in the darkness? That's it for tonight. Which moment creeped you out the most? Drop it in the comments. Have your own story? Share it with us, and stay tuned. The next one is even darker.